I want to read one of my favorite Psalms, Psalm verses in this. And it really made a big difference to me when I heard somebody explain it this way. There's this from Psalm 84, verse 10, and it says this: better is one day in your courts than 1,000 elsewhere. And then he says this: I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than dwell in the tents of the wicked. And they were using this picture of a door holder, a doorkeeper, but a door holder. And the picture of somebody who has been inside, has seen the glory of God, who's been touched by the gospel, the communion. And then to be able to be so moved that I want to be a door holder. I want to hold the door for somebody else to come in and experience the grace of God the way that I have. That gave a whole different meaning to the idea of volunteering.
Or serving.
Or serving.
It's really putting others first, serving them.
Yeah.
And I love that picture. Holding the door so someone else can come in and be part of this.
Yeah.
What we have.
Yeah.
And it is awesome.
Yeah. So you've talked about in your sermon a number of ways that we can do that in our family church, in our neighborhood, within our personal ministry that's outside of the church. But we want people to be able to come into the courts of the Lord and to be able to experience something that you can't by yourself. I mean, that's one of the things that I love about church too, is that there is an expression of faith that you cannot experience by yourself.
We're in this together.
Yeah. So as we talk about the church, what are the next steps? Your line was,
don't just come to church, be the church.
What would you like to see us do?
Well, you have an opportunity. As you leave the sanctuary, as you leave worship, as you leave church, there's going to be a table. You're going to be at the table. Heidi will be at the table. For you guys at Bridge MKE, Zach will be at a table. And there's going to be opportunities to get involved, to see what there are, what opportunities to serve, to hold the door open for others, to serve others. If you don't have time right now to check out the table, go to the website, stpaulmuskego.org, and click on the volunteer or the serve and the volunteer tab, and there'll be tons of stuff. It's actually really easy to see what all there is and just what exactly it means and what the impact is for that specific ministry, and check it out. Pray about it. And if you are at the time of life, if this is the right time for you, maybe make a connection and see if this is something that you can really hold that door open for someone.
And there are some spaces where we do have some urgent need. One of them is in the AV part of things. Saturday night, we've had some people want to do some other things within the service of the church. And so we have opportunities for slide operators, for example, both Saturday and Sunday.
And Bridge MKE.
And Bridge MKE as well has a need for that. The setup team for Bridge Muskego, we would like to finish strong as we wait for the new building to open up. Would you be willing to either come an hour early and help set up and then go enjoy breakfast someplace? Or can you stay later, about 15 minutes, and just give a little bit of that time? It helps us actually communicate the gospel by serving the people who are serving. It helps them go along. On our table, you're going to see, if you want to grab one, there will be handouts. Heidi and I and Zach at MKE, we will all be around to talk to you about the opportunities to serve together.
I love the phrase that we are the hands and feet of Christ. Christ is using every one of us when we put our faith into action.
Yeah.
We're part of the kingdom in a very meaningful way.
Yeah. So the two places where you can sign up on the tables. We'd be happy to just talk to you if you've got any questions about what the various opportunities to serve are. Heidi, Zach, and I are happy to help you understand those things and how they make a difference and present the gospel to people. And as Pastor Frank mentioned, you can go online if you want to pray about it, think about it. And families, moms, dads, co-serving with your kids.
Big.
I've been doing it for a long time with my kids in music ministry and in service ministry. It is one of the greatest satisfactions is when you get to serve with your family. And so ask you to pray about that.
Yeah. And also, if you aren't quite sure about something, you're not committing to, just check something out
Yep.
and see if it's a good fit. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but try.
But try. We'd love to do that. We're working hard to create a great first serve environment so that you can experience the joy of it. And like you said, some of it you might try it and say, "Nah, it's not for me." But our hope is too that you're going to find some people to be able to do life with, that you'll find joy in serving others for Jesus' sake. And that's the church, just glowing as the church.
You got it.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts?
Don't just come to church, be the church.
Amen.